This is King Echu, the king of many people, the spiritual leader of Ambazonian. Welcome to the mind of King Echu. Land of the free and home of the brave should be the spirit of every Ambazonian. Can't be free if you don't have, if you're not brave enough to fight for it, if you're not courageous, if you don't have the guts, the boldness. This is the spirit that every Ambazonian must embrace. The spirit of bravery. And bravery, even bravery, with bravery, you still can be afraid. You can be brave yet feel fear. So bravery doesn't lack fear. It does. You have to embrace the bravery that's within you, even though when you are afraid. But I see the bravery rising up in each and every Ambazonian, because there was an article that I read that in Meme State, Manchu State, Manu State, Fako, Bui, Mezam State, and Ambazonians in French Cameroon all are for armed defense, armed resistance, because they have realized that in order to actually achieve independence, in order to actually obtain or acquire independence, we must be bold and we must be free. We must be brave. If we are not brave, or if we don't have bravery or brave heart within us, then the road for independence will be difficult, even more tedious than it is right now. But one thing I do see with most activists online is that they speak in a tone of pleading, begging for dialogue with La Republic. We don't need to beg for dialogue with La Republic. In order to obtain anything, in order to achieve independence, we must take it by force. That's the only option. And that is the way to actually secure the freedom of our leaders who were arrested or adopted in Nigeria. Biya does whatever he wants to because he's not afraid of anything. Because he believes and knows that he is the God in Cameroon. But he's a dying God. He's on his way out. So we should not be afraid of a dying man, though since he's a dying man, he doesn't care about the lives of French Cameroonians as well as, or especially, English Cameroonians, which is why he decided to declare war on us. But this war is gonna create more casualties on both sides. But it's the only chance we have to secure independence. Independence may come with a price. Freedom may come with a price. but it's a price worth fighting for. It's a price worth dying for, because if you look at the past 56 years, what have we achieved? What have we obtained with this so-called fake union with La Republique? Nothing but death. So we must embrace the spirit of the land of the free and the home of the brave, because that's what we must become. You want something, you must go out there and get it. We want freedom. That's what every Southern Cameroonian wants, needs, demands. But it comes with a price. And this price means we must toughen up, make the tough decisions by getting rid of our enemy. Some may say French Cameroonian citizens are our brothers, but I don't see that. A brother who will not speak up for you when you are being killed. A brother who will not speak up for you when you are being jailed for nothing, being raped. They will turn around and spill bad lies in the CRTV. Lies that will cause so many lives of Southern Cameroonians. And you say they are brothers? No. I, King H.U. do not see them as brothers. To me, all French Cameroonians are my enemies. All of them. Because they have brought death to our land. For the past 50 years, who would rather see us kill or support the French Cameroon government is an enemy to Southern Cameroon, to Ambazonia. To survive, we must see all French Cameroonians as enemies and face them as enemies until we secure our independence. So how do we fight this gigantic battle that we must? By divide and conquer. And by having military groups within our tribes, within our state, our county, our villages, our towns, have multiple military groups, just like the Banso Defense Force that was created. Great idea, you know. And then you have now the Bafut Self-Kata Defense Force. Beautiful idea. Creating military groups from within our tribes is a strategy that we must use, we must utilize in Southern Cameroon, so that when there's an attack in the Meme division, we could also have an immediate attack in the Menchu or the Manyo, the Fako. Multiple attacks from all over the northern zone and the southern zone, so that we can put stress on the military of La Republique to the point where they will break. We must fund our defense forces, the ADF, the Tigers. Many of the activists, Southern Cameroon activists, are speaking in a weak tone, in a pleading tone, in a tone where they have to beg French Cameroon. Oh, French Cameroonians, can't you see how the military of the Republic is killing us. Why are you not speaking up for us? Why are you not doing this? Why? They are not doing anything because they don't see you as a brother, and they don't give a damn if English Cameroonians are wiped out. They don't. This struggle has been going for more than a year, and this issue with Anglophone crisis has been going on since the inception of this fake union, when they decided to bring military in our territory and decided to take over us. They made sure that we do not have a military to defend ourselves. They decided to destroy the economy that we had created. The banks, all the institutions that Southern Cameroon has created to break us, to make us weak and dependent on them. But for all Southern Cameroonians to free ourselves, it doesn't matter if they have adopted our interim president, or even if they have our interim president in Yaoundé, which they do not. And if the way forward is military and military. Southern Cameroon Defense Force. Having a military doesn't mean that we have to wait for them to attack us. Or defense force doesn't mean that we have to wait for them to attack for us. We must attack them. We must use everything for our advantage to win this war, to win this battle. You know? So some of our activists must stop pleading, must stop asking French Cameroonians to help us, because they will not help us. They won't help us because they don't see us as human beings, more or less a brother. So why beg? Why plead when you have the power to take your freedom in your own hand, to be the master of your own fate, to be the king and queens of your own self, of your nation, Ambazonian? Why beg? Where is the pride of the Bali people? You know? Or the Manu people? Where is the pride of Southern Cameroonians? Where have they gone? Why do we have to plead to French Cameroon, to plead to France, to plead to the West, to plead to any other countries willing to even listen to us? Why do we have to, when the rest of the world does but take? The world wants something, they take. Let's learn from the world. We are 8.5 million to 10 million people. Doesn't matter how many million people that French Cameroons are. It doesn't matter. You know, with 5,000 or less military people inside Southern Cameroon, and you don't have to be that big anyway, by just 5,000, we can defeat the Republic. But we must believe in Ambazonia. We must believe in Ambazonians, in our state, a country for us, where a grandmother of 95 years old will not be killed by the military, or women will be raped by the military. A country of laws. that even the most powerful person has to abide by the law. Even the president of the country or the mayor or whoever must abide by the law. Not the country for the powerful, but the country for the people. Let's make this war a war for the people. This revolution is for the people and by the people. It doesn't matter who is arrested. The revolution must continue. We must fight it to the end. Even if it's left but one person, that one person will have to still carry the motto of the land of the free and the home of the brave. We must endure. Life is war. Life is pain. Life is filled with anger, frustration, especially when French Cameroonians are frustrating us. Enough about speaking with weak tone, begging, pleading, asking for Biya to help solve the problems. Let's force Biya on the table, on the round table, so that he could see us as equals, not his servants or slaves. And the only way to force him on the table, on the round table, to discuss the separation of Southern Cameroon with La Republic, is for us to kill as many military as possible, and the governors of Southwest and Northwest, the SEOs, the DOs, mayors, whoever is an agent, a strong agent of La Republic of Cameroon, they must be brought down. We have to use all types of military tactics, snipers, assassins if possible. There's nothing that we can do so long as we put our mind together and act as Ambazonians. Then the spirit of Ambazonia will never die. This is King Echu, the king of many people, the spiritual leader of Ambazonia. Share my videos. Until next time.